Hey guys, Cory here with this week's episode of What's New at Tackle Warehouse. Got a lot of great baits for you this week, so we'll jump right into it. First one, we're gonna have two sizes of this. It's gonna be the DRT Klash 9. This is gonna be the bigger version. Great thing about this bait, other than the high quality paint job, hooks, everything on it here, got a removable tail here. It's gonna pop out the bottom, and then a lip here that actually comes out, so you can run it without a lip as well. Pops right in or out for you. So you can run it as a glide bait, you can run it as a normal swim bait, wake it along. Also with that tail, lets you run it shallow or deeper. So it's gonna keep it high and glide high for you, or we're gonna crank it down, you know, flipping that tail over. Gonna let that water drive that bait down to about 6 feet max depth. Usually surface, gonna run right around a foot, kind of like a wake bait. But a great new bait here from Japan. Non-reflective hooks here, just big bodied swim bait you guys are really gonna like. Like I said, 4 different options on this one. And then also have it here in the little size as well, which is gonna be a great, it's called the Klash Tiny. Gonna be about 6.5 inches long here total, including the tail. Same thing, removable tail, removable lip as well, gives you 4 options in one bait. Really high quality here, guys. Gonna put a lot of fish in the boats. Just a big fish bait as well. They move a ton of water with this wider body as well. And 4 options again, gonna let you get where the fish are and put them in the boat. Up next here from Storm, we have the new 360 Coastals, guys. Gonna have a 1/4 ounce and an 1/8 ounce version in 3 and 4 inches, 6 colors in each. This one here is gonna be the Largo Shad. As you can see, they added this new little tail piece here. Really lets that bait twist when it catches here and gets that pressure like most swim baits. So it's gonna give it a good body roll on this one too. Not just that tail action, really lets that body roll left to right. Really great swimming action. As we know, the 360s came out originally freshwater, been catching fish like crazy. Now we got the saltwater version. All right, and the second one we have in this series is gonna be the Mangrove Minnow. It's gonna be a little skinnier version basically. Same thing, great VMC hooks here, made for saltwater, corrosion resistant, really gonna get the job. Again, 2 sizes in this one as well, a 3-inch and a 4-inch in that 1/4 and 1/8 ounce, 6 colors, just a great bait. Again, with that new tail design here, really gonna give the body a lot of roll. Just like the 360 that we've come to love in the freshwater, this is gonna get it done in salt for you now too, guys. Up next, we have from Deps. This is the Calling Hustler Spin Bait or Spy Bait, guys. This one gonna be a great new addition to your spy bait game because it's gonna run a full ounce, also gonna be 5 inches, so you'll be able to work this one on your casting setups more than just the spinning setups. I know a lot of us really like running casting more than anything now. The older versions were so light, you know, you really had to run a spinning finesse setup. Not anymore. Deps came out with the answer here. Really gonna get you down deep and really work well. Super sticky, sharp hooks on this one. I've already put them into my hand a couple times today. Great non-reflective coating here as well. And if you take a look here, it's actually got a metal hanger. You can add a blade, you could add a trailer, you know, you could really add whatever you want on there. Also great for this, it's gonna bang off the rocks, give you a little more action, keep weeds off the hooks there. Just a great bait, again, like I said, from Deps, in addition to the spy bait game there, everyone's going crazy over. Up next from Hayabusa, we got 3 different hooks here. This first one's gonna be a wide gap screw lock swim bait hook. Have it in a couple different sizes. This is gonna be the 1/4 ounce here. Hayabusa makes really sharp, sticky hooks, guys. Super great quality materials as well. So no issues there with sharpness or, you know, durability over the years, any straightening, nothing like that. Non-reflective gray coating on these, which is really nice in those clear water lakes a lot of us fish. So it really lets the hook blend into the bait a little better than most. Gets rid of that sheen. Again, great hook from Hayabusa. And the second one we have here from Hayabusa is gonna be the Weedless SP. Gonna be great for wacky rigging, drop shotting, things like that. The addition here, obviously, is gonna be the little clip, keeping it weedless. I really like this because it barely gets over the point of that hook, which is super sharp there. But the key there is any little motion from a fish biting, it's gonna pop off and you're gonna get that hook set still. Definitely springy enough to keep the weeds off as well, which is what it's designed for. Really well wrapped wire here as well to keep that on, so you won't have issues with these tearing off or anything. I know some other quality hooks, you don't quite get that. These again, super sharp from Hayabusa, that great coating here, not super bright, just a fantastic little hook from them. And the last one from them here, we have their spinnerbait trailer hook. Great design on these. I really like the shape of the hoop here to get over the barb of your, your spinnerbait hooks, buzzbait hooks, whatever you're using. Anything single hooked, obviously you want to add it to. Another thing, not the surgical tubing on this one. They actually include little black beads almost that slide over, kind of like a bobber stop. So they really keep that hook on there and they're going to stay pinned. You're not going to have to replace it with, tubing after a couple fish or anything. They're going to stay locked. Again, that great super sharp hook here from Hayabusa with that non-reflective coating. Just great hooks and super sticky as always. And up next from Mr. Twister, we have the 12-inch buzzworm. Really big worm here for you guys. Down south, I know love running these. I'd match it up with, big owner hook here. The great thing about this body is though, the ribbing. A ton of ribbing, a ton of scent on this, and I just really love the action with it. I got to fish it a little earlier in the week. Put some fish in the boat already. Curl tail on here really gets out and swims and puts out a lot of vibration with that short piece there rather than such a long, elongated tail. This obviously a big fish worm, really going to get the job done. A great one from Mr. Twister to add to their lineup. Be sure to check it out, anyone who likes throwing big worms. And up next we have the Reins paddle tail worm. Going to be a great new beaver style tail worm here for you from Reins. A lot of scent on this one, guys. I can tell you now, it's stinking up the shop in here. We noticed right away, they're gonna smell this bait down there. Great colors as well. Reins with that great supple plastic, I really like it. Has always put a lot of fish in the boat for me as well. Great new colors, right around a 6-inch worm. Gonna come 6 per pack. Just a great new addition to the Reins soft plastics there, and it'll be a great one for drop shotting. That's what I'm really excited about this one. Really love that beaver style tail on those, especially guys out east, maybe smallie fishing in the rivers, things like that. Gonna be a great one to try out there as well because of the leeches and everything we know those fish love to eat. Be sure to check this one out from Reins. And then up next from them, again, another stinky one here, guys, the Sea-Pod creature bait. This is gonna be a great bait for flipping and pitching. You could drop shot it, you could run it on a jig as a trailer. The thing I really like about this is all the appendages. You go to flip this thing into cover, which it holds up to a 5/0 hook because of the size, which is another great thing here from Reins. A lot of appendages, like I said, creates a ton of turbulence and a ton of movement, especially if you reverse hook it, which I've been doing already. Really lets it get down there, really looks like a crawl swimming away with those legs. Just a great bait from Reins. I really see this one putting a lot of fish in the boat for you guys, so really be sure to check this one out. Thanks for checking out this week's episode of What's New at Tackle Warehouse. If you enjoyed this week's video, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe to our channel. Also, be sure to let us know in the comments which of this week's products you're most excited to hear about.